Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to my project. I'm here. I want to tell my project. This is the classroom management, and my name Alfitanul Alifatun Aziza, and my name 332100133. Okay, and I choose the title is teaching tolerance. Teaching tolerance. Mission is to help teachers and school educate students to become active participant in a diverse democracy with an emphasis on social justice, challenging produce and learning how to be agent of change in our own lives. Understanding the causes of anger, frustration, and aggression in students. The first emotional pattern, the first fright. Fright is emotional pattern associated with fear, active generally, feeling embarrasses, and worry. So the second expectation are not beautiful as reality, and everything that is hoped for can be success as desired. So unless jealousy arises from major that causes an irritated and directed attitude to other people. Next slide. Implementing positive behavior intervention strategies. Positive behavior support aims to identify and mitigate the triggers that give rise to behavior, and if carried out successfully, can reduce the likelihood of a behavior occurring. Some of these strategies include avoid or minimize no triggers, use distraction or diversion from the trigger. Teaching self-regulation, equip student with practical strategies to manage their emotion and impulses, such as deep breathing exercises and mindfulness techniques. And next, developing empathy and emotional intelligence in the classroom. Emotional intelligence include recognizing, understanding, and managing emotion, but in oneself and in others. The impact of emotional intelligence on academic achievement research consistently shows a positive correlation between emotional intelligence and academic success. Students with higher emotional intelligence tend to be more engaged in learning, demonstrates better classroom behavior, and achieve higher grades. This is implication. Cultivating the first, cultivating self-awareness. So the second, developing social, and the last, teach self-regulation. Next, communication technique for conflict resolution. The first, focus on the problem, not personal things. The second, communicate openly. The third, ask the child who causes the conflict. The fourth, ask for natural party's opinion. And the last, evaluation and compromise. Fostering a supportive and inclusive learning environment. It is important to encourage equality, diversity, and care among students, and an inclusive learning environment provided opportunity for all students, including those with special needs, to develop optimally and feel socially accepted. The first, understanding the concept of inclusion in education. The second, strengthening of value-based education of equality and caring. The third, improving teacher training in inclusive education. And last, encouraging collaboration with parents and community. The important to the importance of good communication between teacher and parents. Fostering a strong partnership with parent and caregiver is crucial for addressing disruptive behavior and supporting student success. By maintaining open communication, sharing strategy, and alleging on social expectation, educator and familiar. and families can work together to create a seamless support system. Regular check-ins, home visit, and family workshop power parents to become active participants in their child's social emotional development. This collaborative approach ensures a holistic support network that meets the unique needs of each student. Next, Jan, in order to communicate well and become a teacher who really understands student, it is not easy. There are many steps that we have to understand. The first, understand the nature of each child. Second, accept the differences of opinion from student parents. The third, be neutral with all students. And the last, the direction of giving is good because students easily imitate small things. Next, and where the problems. And this is problem one. Problem one, Mr. Jones is a fifth grade teacher who has been teaching for over 10 years. This year, she has uh, a student named Alex who frequently displays aggressive behavior. Alex often interrupts lesson talk back to the teacher and sometimes even become physically aggressive toward his classmate. Is his classmate. Mr. Johnson has tried various strategies to manage Alex's behavior, such as setting clear rules and consequences, positive reinforcement for good behavior, and speaking privately, privately to understand the root of his aggression. However, despite her effort, Alex's behavior has not improved significantly. This problem solving. Problem solving one, uh, there there are three. Problem solving one is social emotional learning. Integrates CEL program into the daily curriculum. This program focus on teaching skill such as emotional regular, empathy, conflict resolution, and effective communication. Mr. Johnson can use role-playing scenarios, group discussion, and interactive activities to engage this class. And the second problem solving is teach tolerance. Mr. Jones had to know what problem Alex was feeling at the time, and the tolerance was not just about religion, it even taught economy, character, and emotional. Next is problem solving one is behavior contract and monitoring. Develop a behavior contract with Alex, outlining specific expectation for his behavior, reward for meeting those expectations, and consequence for failing to do. These contracts shall be clear, concise, and agreed upon by both Alex and Mr. Johnson. Regularly review Alex's progress and provide feedback. Next, we are entered to problem two. Problem two, um, Miss Smith is a seventh grade math teacher who has noticed that several students in his class frequently engage in off-task behavior during lesson tests. Students often daydream, chat with classmates, or use their phone instead of focusing on their work. Despite Mr. Smith's attempt to reduce their attention and provide engaging activities, the problem persists. This off-task behavior is disrupting the learning environment and affecting the overall performance of the class. Solving two, there are three again is the first structure and varied activity. Plan listen with a mix of activity including direct instruction, work, hand-on activities, and technology integration. Use timer to segment the lesson into manageable chunks, keeping activities brief and focused. And second, problem solving active participation technique. Incorporates techniques that require active student participation, such as think, pair, share, interactive whiteboard, and response card. Use cold calling or random selection method to ensure all students are prepared to participate. Next, problem solving two is positive behavior reinforcement. Establish a system of positive reinforcement for on-task behavior. This can include verbal praise, earning point of or token for good behavior, and offering small reward or privilege. Additionally, set clear expectation for behavior and constantly acknowledge students who meet them. To problem 3, Miss Brown is an age grade English teacher who is facing challenge with a student named Jack. Jack frequently exhibited disruptive behavior in class, such as talking out of turn, making inappropriate comment and distracting other students. Except Miss Brown attempt to manage behavior through verbal warning and setting change. Jack's behavior has not improved. This disruptive behavior is affecting the learning environment and making it difficult for other students to concentrate on their work. Next, problem solving 3. The first, helping students endure frustration, aggression. Miss Brown has to do everything that can change Jack's attitude which always make people uncomfortable with him, and he has to use emotions that are stable and easy for Jack to understand. And second, behavioral contract. Behavioral contract is behavioral contract is an agreement between the teacher and the student to outline specific behavioral expectation and consequence for not meeting them. It shall all include reward for meeting the expectation. Miss Brown can sit down with Jack to create a clear and concise contract, ensuring he understands the rules and the associated rewards and consequences. Next. The last positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement involves recognizing and rewarding this desirable behavior to encourage each recurrence. Miss Brown can identify and praise Jack when he demonstrates appropriate uh, behavior such as raising his hand to speaker or staying focused during activities. Next. And the last, thank you.